We got breaking news as Royal Caribbean has announced yet another cruise ship is going to get started up in the month of June. What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon. If you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest of cruise news, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video. So just last week, we got the huge announcement that we've all been waiting for. It was a little different than what we were hoping, but we got the news that we were looking for. Cruises are going to be starting back up in North America. Now, of course, these are a little different than what we expected. We expected normally, normal sailings from, say, Miami or Port Canaveral or other places around the U.S. But instead, we are going to have the Caribbean sailings, but from Caribbean home ports now. We recently had the Celebrity Millennium that was announced to be sailing out of St. Martin going to the Southern Caribbean. And then we also just had the Adventure of the Seas that was announced to be sailing out of Nassau, Bahamas. Those cruises will be required to have vaccines. Those are mostly for guidelines as far as getting into those countries, as well as just trying to make sure things don't spread on board the ship. The vaccine is what got them to be able to sail, so they're going to require it for now. We just got the news just a little bit ago that we have a ship sailing out of Bermuda. We have, yes, Bermuda of all places. We have the Vision of the Seas is going to be starting up in June as well, alongside the Adventure of the Seas. Although Adventure is going to be over in Nassau, the Vision of the Seas is going to be doing cruises out of Bermuda, going to Perfect Day Coco Cay. So the itineraries are going to look a little something like this. They're going to start in Bermuda with 2 sea days and then spend the day at Perfect Day Coco Cay. And then 2 more sea days, and then she's going to be returning over to Bermuda, where she's going to spend a day in Bermuda, and then the following day is going to be debarkation day. So it's a little interesting that they're going to come into the home port like the day before the cruise is over, which is really interesting, but very cool. These new sailings are going to be open for booking on March 29th, so later this week, or I guess in about a week's time. We also got a little bit of a look at what Adventure of the Seas will be doing on her 7-day voyages out of Nassau. The itinerary for Adventure of the Seas is going to look a little something like this. We're going to start in Nassau, Bahamas at the home port, and then 2 days in Perfect Day Coco Cay, a day at sea, head over to Cozumel, Mexico, a day at sea, Grand Bahama Island, which I believe is Freeport, and then returning into Nassau, Bahamas. So that's actually a really good itinerary, and I'm not really surprised at all to see Cozumel on here, as I think Cozumel's been pushing a lot to get a cruise ship back there, and I think it's great for the island as well. Cruises on Adventure of the Seas open up for booking tomorrow, March 24th of 2021, and like I said earlier, for Vision of the Seas out of Bermuda is going to be March 29th. Guests above the age of 18 are going to have to be fully vaccinated, and guests under the 18 are going to have to provide a negative test result before boarding. With this announcement, I would not be surprised if we saw Norwegian Cruise Line or Carnival make this announcement in the next few days. We even had Norwegian put this picture here that you see on their website saying good news is coming soon, so I can only imagine we're going to have some news from Norwegian Cruise Line within the next few days. But as far as sailing out of the United States, we're still trying to deal with the CDC and figure out what's going on with them and what their plans are. Coming up later this week on this channel, we're going to have the 2022 ship deployment series that we did last year. We're going to have the 2022 deployments for the full year for Carnival Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Disney, and several other cruise lines. So make sure you stay tuned for that. The first video in that series is going to be coming later this week, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so that's going to be all for today's video. More exciting news from Royal Caribbean. Do you think we're going to see more and more cruise lines start up? Do you think we're going to hear something from Norwegian or Carnival Cruise Lines later this week? Let me know what your thoughts are down below, and are you excited for the possibility of sailing on Vision of the Seas out of Bermuda? That's going to be all for today's video. If you like today's video and you want to stay up to date with the latest of cruise news, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.